Good evening, everyone. Illustration 23 is what we have to take up today now. Okay. Did you all complete the previous question from yesterday's video lecture? Question 14, right? Exercise question 14. All of you have completed that. If you have done that, then only you'll be able to answer me the things of illustration 23. Okay. And how many of you have seen today's lecture also? Exercise question 15, thumbs up. Who all have seen today's lecture exercise question 15 as well? Okay, no worries. It is already uploaded on the YouTube channel. So if you're already subscribed, if you already subscribed my channel, you'll be getting the notification of the same. Otherwise, after the lecture, I'll send you the link. Okay. Now, illustration 23, take it out. Let's not waste much time and get back to the work directly. Yeah. Okay. Mansi, unmute yourself, Mansi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Read the question.
E, F, and G are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4:3:3. E retires on 31/3/15. Balance sheet of the firm on that day was as under.
What is 4:3:3?
Old ratio.
All of you underline and mark it as old ratio. And who retires?
First partner.
E means first partner retires. Yeah. Further, from balance sheet, what all will we record in the beginning?
Capital accounts.
All of you put tick on capital accounts.
General reserve.
General reserve, in what ratio will we distribute?
4:3:3. Old ratio.
4:3:3 old ratio. Then
Goodwill.
Goodwill will distribute in 4:3:3 old ratio.
And record cash.
Cash
Account.
Okay. Yeah. Now all of you see the final question. Prepare necessary accounts. So we all will be making revaluation account in partners capital account with EFNG column, cash account and balance sheet. Now why we have to make cash account here? Because of this adjustment 5, where it is given amount due to E is to be paid in cash. Also some cash balance is required in the firm, and FNG are also going to bring cash. For all these cash adjustments, we will have to make cash account also. Okay, let's start with it. Yes, Mansi, very first.
Will in partners capital account on credit side by balance brought down.
All of you write down in partners capital account on credit side by balance brought down. Yes, what are the amounts?
8,000.
8,000.
5,000.
5,000.
And 2,000.
And 2,000. Okay, opening balance of capitals, everyone 8,000, 5,000, 2,000 in capital account credit side. What else?
General reserve.
Before that, cash balance 400.
Cash.
So cash account debit side, to balance brought down 400. Okay. Yes. Now tell me, general reserve.
On credit side of partners capital account.
Yes. What is the journal entry for general reserve?
General reserve account debit to E's to F and to G's capital account.
Yes, to partners capital account. So partners capital account on credit side by general reserve. In what ratio will you distribute this?
Old ratio 4:3:3.
Yes, 2,000 into 4 by 10, that is 800.
800, 600 and 600.
Yes, 2000 into 4 by 10, 3 by 10 and 2 by 10. Okay, and shortcut left right. It is on the left side of balance sheet, so right side of partner's capital account. Next.
Goodwill on debit side.
Yes, goodwill 1000 will come in partner's capital account on debit side. What will we write? To
Goodwill.
To goodwill account. 1004 is to 3 is to 3 ratio, so 400,
400, 300 and 300.
Yes, correct. Raise your hand who did not understand these effects. Mute yourself, Mansi. Now, following conditions were decided at the time of retirement. Who all are still writing up till here? Raise your hand. Anyone still writing these things? Raise your hand. All have completed up till here? Okay. Next. Devanshi, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Read the first adjustment.
Value of goodwill is 4,000.
Before we give entry of goodwill, what will we have to do?
We have to find the new ratio and gain ratio.
New ratio is already given in adjustment 4.
Yes, sir.
So we have to find
the gain ratio.
All of you write down working note 1. Before we do goodwill adjustment, we will have to first find the gain ratio. Yes, Devanshi, how will we find that?
Old ratio is equal to 4 upon 10 E, F 3 upon 10 and G 3 upon 10.
4 is to 3 is to 3 means old ratio is 4 by 10, 3 by 10, 3 by 10. Further, who retires?
E retires.
E retires. First partner retires. What is the new ratio?
New ratio is 4:1.
Between
Therefore, F is F and G.
All of you see in fourth adjustment it is given new ratio between F and G is 4:1. Yes, 4:1, 4 by 5, 1 by 5. Now, how will we find the gain ratio?
New ratio minus old ratio.
Yes, all of you write down gain ratio is new ratio minus old ratio. So tell me how will we do it for F?
8 minus 3 upon 10.
4 by 5 new ratio minus 3 by 10 old ratio. For G?
1 by 5 minus 3 by 10.
1 by 5 new ratio minus 3 by 10 old ratio. Now that step will come what you directly answered. LCM is 10. So 10 divided by 5, 2 into 4, 8.
Minus 3.
10 divided by 10, 1 into 3, 3. Here?
2 minus 3.
10 divided by 5, 2 into 1, 2. 10 divided by 3, 1 in 3, 1 into 3, 3. 8 minus 3, 5 by 10. 2 minus 3, minus 1 by 10. What is that? Minus 1 by 10?
Gain. Sacrifice.
Yes. Instead of gain, it is a sacrifice. Instead of gain, it is a sacrifice. Now tell me, for goodwill, what entry we will pass if there is a sacrificing partner also?
F's capital account debit to G's capital account and to E's capital account.
Yes, basically remaining partner's capital account debit in gain ratio. But since F is the only partner gaining, so if we debit remaining partner's capital account in gain ratio, we will debit only F's capital account in gain ratio. And then to retiring partner E as well as gaining partner, sacrificing partner G. To retiring partner E's capital account, and since G is sacrificing instead of gaining, G's capital account will also get credited instead of debiting. Raise your hand who did not understand this. All are clear with this portion. Dhwani, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Dhwani.
Sir, can you repeat it, the entry?
Yes, you first tell me what is the normal entry for goodwill?
Retiring remaining account to remaining partners capital account to retiring partners capital
And remaining partners account we have to debit in which ratio?
gain.
Gain ratio. Whereas here G is not gaining, he is
Sacrificing.
sacrificing. So instead of debiting, we will credit it.
Okay.
Who is the only one gaining? F. 5 by 10. So only F's capital account we will debit. E is the retiring partner, so we will credit. And since G is sacrificing instead of gaining, instead of debiting, that also we will credit.
Okay.
Devanshi, amounts?
F's capital account 2000.
How do you get that?
4000 into 5 divided by 10.
Yes, goodwill 4000 into F's gain ratio is 5 by 10. So 4000 into 5 by 10, that is 2000. Then to E's capital account?
4000 into 4 by 10.
Yes, retiring partners share 4 by 10. Goodwill into retiring partners share 4 by 10. Is that 1600?
Yes, sir.
Then G's amount?
4000 into 1 by 10.
Now G's sacrifice is 1 by 10. So 4000 into 1 by 10, that is 400.
400.
Raise your hand who did not understand the amounts of journal entry. All are clear with that? Yes, Devanshi. Effects?
In partner's capital account, debit side to E's capital account. In
Yes, opposite accounts.
F's column.
You'll write the credit account. So to E's capital account and
in F's column 1600.
F's column 1600 and also
to G's capital account.
to G's
in F's
capital
column
account,
400.
In F's column 400.
400.
In bracket.
And in credit side, gain.
Yes, credit side will write the debit account. So by
F's capital account in E's column 1600 and in G's account 400. In G's column 400.
Correct. Credit side we will write the debit account by F's capital account in E's column 1600 and G's column 400. That's right. Mute yourself. Very good. Next. Akshat Choksi, unmute yourself. Akshat has left, it seems. Disha More, mute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Read the next adjustment.
Value of fixed assets is to be appreciated by 20%.
Look at the asset side and tell me which are the fixed assets.
Sir, land and building and furniture.
Land and building, all of you put tick on that. Furniture, put tick on that. Now tell me the effects for this. They are to be appreciated by 20%.
Yes. So, sir, in a revaluation account, it is appreciated by 20%. So, 6,000 into 20%.
That is 1200.
Yes. So, we will, yes, and the furniture 4,000 into 20%, that is 800. We will, yes, we will mark it in revaluation account in credit side by land and building by 1200 and furniture 800.
Correct. Furniture and land and building are the two fixed assets. They are appreciated, so we should be happy. Happy means we will credit revaluation account and debit land and building and furniture. Land and building account debit with 6,000, 20% profit 1200. Furniture account debit with 4,000, 20% 800. Two revaluations, so revaluation account on credit side, both the opposite effects by land and building account 6,000, 20%, 1,200, and buy furniture account 4,000, 20%, that is 800. Yes, second effect, Disha.
Sir, in balance sheet asset side.
Balance sheet asset side, what will we do?
In land and building, amount 7,200, and in furniture for 4,800.
Directly we will record those amounts. Will we directly record those amounts? Yes. Disha,
Yes, sir.
we don't directly record them. You have to plus in land and building. Directly you cannot record that. Land and building 6,000. Are you answering from the textbook?
No, sir.
Then you must answer it this manner only, how we are doing it in the class. Land and building 6,000 plus appreciation 1,200. So outer column 7,200.
Yes.
Furniture 4,000
Furniture 4,000
plus
800.
plus appreciation 800. So outer column 4,800. I want the answers in this manner only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mute yourself. Now next adjustments. Okay, now those who have seen my video lecture today would be able to answer this. Raise your hand. Those who have already seen 15th questions video lecture would be able to answer it. They only will be able to answer it. Stock is overvalued by 10%. Very good. Okay, Sheel Pathak.
Hello.
Yes, Sheel. You have already seen the lecture today's.
Sir, we will minus from the stock.
Yes, but how will you find the amount of loss? Have you already seen my today's lecture?
Yes, sir, but आता है.
Yes, tell me, how will you find the loss? Kiran?
Yes, sir.
First of all, overvalued, should it not be a profit?
Sir, it's not profit.
Okay. Why?
We should be sad.
Yeah, why?
Sir, I don't know how to explain exactly.
I'll explain it. Stock is overvalued means this stock, which is
Yes.
6,600.
600.
Already, noise is coming at the background. Whose noise?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. This stock 6,600 is already overvalued by 10%. So we should be sad. Its actual value is 10% less. This 6,700 we have already taken at 10% more value. So we should be sad about that. Yes, Hiral, how will we make the workings? How will we find its value?
Sir, 6,600 into 10%.
No. Have you seen this lecture of exercise question 15, which I have put on YouTube today?
No, actually, no. I just tried.
Okay. Tirth,
That the amount is overvalued by 10%. If we consider the original value 100 and the overvalued is 110.
just a minute. Suppose, what will you do? Suppose the cost of stock is
Sir,
equal to 100. Further,
and the overvalue is 10%.
plus overvalued by 10%. So what is its book value?
110.
110. Further?
So when the cost price is 100 and by 10% its book value is 110. So when the book value is 6,600, the original value will be 6,600 into 100 divided by 110.
Yeah, original value would be 6,000. Now 6,600 we have taken in the books, but its value is 6,000, means we have to decrease it by
600.
600. So it is our loss. We should be sad because we have taken the value more in the books, but its actual value is less. I'll repeat it once again, Keith. Wait for a while. Those who are not clear, listen carefully and ask me if you are not clear still with it. The language is stock is overvalued by 10%, means this stock which is given in the balance sheet is already overvalued by 10%. Its actual value is less. Its actual value is less means, first of all, we should be sad, it's a loss for us. So don't go by the word overvalued means profit. If the language was given stock is to be overvalued, then it would have been our profit. But here we don't have to overvalue it. It is found already overvalued by 10%. Its actual value is less. So first of all, it's not a profit, it's a loss. We should be sad. Further, how would we find that loss? Suppose the cost of stock is 100. It is overvalued by 10%, means its book value is 110. Book value means value in the books. Now what is its actually value in the books? 6,600. So against book value, you'll write the same amount, 6,600. So what should be its cost? 6,600 into 100 upon 110, 6,000. Now 6,600 is the value shown in the books, but its actual cost is 6,000. So we have to decrease it by 600. It is our loss. Okay. Raise your hand who did not understand this. Sheel?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is the confusion?
सर समझ में नहीं आया सर ये
ठीक
100 110 से नहीं होगा फिर उसके
अच्छा book value is 110. Stock is overvalued by 10%, means its actual cost is 100. We overvalue by 10% means in the books we are showing it at what value? 110. Did you understand this language?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what is the value in the books? Means in the balance sheet, what is the value of stock?
6,600.
So that we write against the book value. So what should be its actual cost? 6,600 into 100 upon 110, 6,000. Sheel?
Yes, sir.
Cross verify. Stock is overvalued by 10%. Its cost is 6,000. Overvalue it by 10%. What is 6,000's 10%?
6,000's 10%. 600.
So 6,000's 10%, 600. It is overvalued by 600 and it is shown at 6,600.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Now.
Got it? Its actual cost was 6,000. We overvalued it by 10%. Means we are showing it at 6,000 plus 10%, 600, 6,600. But 10% is not of 6,600. 10% is of 6,000, which we don't know. So we have to make this workings. Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Lower your hands. Anyone else not clear with this? Raise your hand. Okay. Now effects. Fifth. State doesn't have the device only now. Achal, effects.
Hello.
Yes, Achal, effects. We should be sad, it is our loss. What effects will you give for this 600?
On partners capital account debit side.
Achal, which effect in partners capital account? Revaluation, stock effect we are discussing. Are you solving the questions every day?
Yes, sir.
Then what effect you are replying to me? Where did partners capital come across? Keep yourself unmuted. What are you practicing at home? Preeti, tell me the two effects. Preeti. Prachi, you unmute yourself. Prachi Patel.
Yes, sir. On revaluation on debit side,
We should be sad, so revaluation account debit. Revaluation debit side to
stock 600.
stock account 600. And second effect,
Balance sheet credit side.
hey, balance sheet credit.
Asset side.
Balance sheet, no debit credit. Okay, I'll slap on the credit side of your face.
Stock 6,000.
Stock 6,000 directly we will write. Why are you all copying from the textbooks? Illustration we are doing, solution in front of you means you'll answer whatever is there. We show stock 6,600 minus decrease of 600, then 6,000. Prachi, did you understand this? No one should answer it to me from the textbook directly, okay? What I ask you, understand it properly and do it the way we are doing it in the class. Next adjustment. New ratio we have already considered. Now amount due to E is to be paid in cash. So after evaluations balancing, whatever balance remains in E's column, it will not go to loan, it will be paid in cash. And cash balance of 1,000 in the new firm is to be maintained. Raise your hand. What else can this be called as? What other language can be used for this? Cash balance of 1,000 is to be maintained. What other language can be used for this? Yesha?
For working capital.
Working capital. All of you write down about that working capital. In the question, either they will give you cash balance to be kept or they will give you the language of working capital. Both means one and the same. Okay. So 1,000 we have to keep as working capital in the business. For this purpose, F&G brought cash in such a way to make their capitals proportionate to new profit and loss ratio. We will do this after revaluation accounts balancing. So let us first record the unticked items as well as let us first do the balancing of revaluation account. Okay. Unticked items, so asset side capital general reserve recorded. Now creditors, all of you write down on liability side 8,000. Then after creditors, bills payable 2,000, all of you write down on liability side. Then after bills payable, asset side goodwill, land and building, furniture stock, debtors is remaining. So debtors 9,000 on asset side. All other items are already recorded. Okay. Now first we will do revaluation accounts, balancing, and then we'll take up with that adjustment again. So 1200 plus 800, 2000. minus 1600, 1400. To partners capital account. We will distribute it between E, F, and G in the old ratio 4:3:3. 420. 1400 into 4 by 10. 560. 3 by 10, 420, and again 3 by 10, 420. Opposite side in partners capital account by revaluation account. 560, 420, 420. Now raise your hand. How will we do adjustment number 5? Raise your hand. Exercise 14 is done already. So you must be able to answer. Only 5 people have solved exercise 14. Others don't know. Okay, Roshni Patel, unmute yourself. Yes, Roshni.
So first of all, we will do the retiring partners E's total and transfer it to cash account.
Very good. Let me repeat. Amount due to E is to be paid in cash. So very first we will balance partner E and transfer it to cash account. Okay, very first we will settle the balance of E and transfer it to cash account. Yes, Roshni, tell me E's credit side total.
It is 10,960.
Yes, 8,000 plus 800, 8,800 plus 1,600, 10,400 plus 560, 10,960. We will write that on both the sides. Now, what balance will remain in each column? Who is retiring?
On debit side, to cash account, 10,560.
Yes, 10,960 minus 400, 10,560. We will transfer this to cash account in bracket balancing figure. Just 1 minute. Hold on.
On cash account, credit side, by E's capital, 10,560.
Yes, 10,560 what we are paying to E will come in cash account on credit side by E's capital account 10,560. Now, how will we make the workings? Read adjustment loudly. First of all, adjustment number 5.
Amount due to E is to be paid in cash, and cash balance of ₹1,000 in the new firm is to be maintained. For this purpose, F and G brought cash in such a way as to make their capitals proportionate to their new profit sharing ratio.
Now tell me, how will we make this calculations?
We will find adjusted capital. So in F and G, partners capital account credit side total minus debit side total.
Partners capital account credit side total minus debit side total. We'll do it for F and G. So for F, credit side total is how much?
6020.
5,000 plus 600 plus 420, 6020. For G, what is credit side total?
3420.
2,000 plus 600 plus 400 plus 420, 3420. Minus debit side of F?
2300.
Yes, 300 plus 16, 19 plus 420, 300 is debit side total of F. And G?
300.
Only 300 is there on the debit side. So what is the adjusted capitals or the capital of the new firm for these two partners?
For
8
F it is 3720.
3720 and
For G it is 3120.
3120. Okay, now what will we do? These are the
We will
adjusted capitals.
we will add it. We'll add both, so we will get 6840.
The total capital of both the partners will be 3720 plus 3120, 6840. Yes. Further,
We will add cash that is paid to E, that is 10,560.
now everyone understand why should we add this 10,560? Because it is given. For this purpose, F and G brought cash. Means whatever amount we have to pay to E, 10,560 will be brought by F and G. So if they bring that amount, their capital will increase. So we will add in capital. Okay, whatever amount is payable to the retiring partner E will be brought. Yesterday also we did this. Will be brought by F and G. If they bring that amount, 10,560, what we have to pay to E, their capital will increase. So we will add. What else will be done?
We will add working capital. Working capital in adjustment is 1,000, but in cash it is given 400. So we will add 600.
Now 400 cash is already there, but we need to keep 1,000 as cash in the business. So how much more cash they will have to bring to maintain the working capital? 600. So further, what amount of working capital they will have to bring? We require 1,000 rupees, and from 1,000, 400 is already there in cash balance. So 600 more they will have to bring to keep a working capital of 1,000. 6840 is their present capital. Plus they will bring 10,560, which we have to pay to E, that they are going to bring. So their capital will increase by 10,560. And we want to keep working capital of 1,000 cash balance. We already have in cash 400. So to keep that 1,000 amount further, they have to bring an extra amount of 600. So after they bring these amounts, their capital will become how much?
18,000.
18,000. Total of all these 18,000. This we have to keep between F and G in which ratio?
New ratio.
New ratio.
4:1.
Yes, all of you can see in the last adjustment it is given. They will bring in such a way so that to make their capitals proportionate to new profit sharing ratio. So if they bring their amounts, their capital will become 18,000. This 18,000 we have to keep in the new ratio 4:1 between the two partners. So 4/5 and 1/5. What is 18,000 into 4/5?
14,400.
14,400 and 1/5?
3,600.
3,600. Very good, Roshni. Fantastic. So you have seen the question perfectly well. Same way you answered the workings as I made them do in the video lecture. Very good. Keep it up. Now what effects will you give for this?
We will transfer these two amounts on debit side to balance carried down.
In partners capital account, we will write this on debit side as closing balance. Okay, these two amounts we will write in partners capital account debit side as closing balance. Okay, this they want their capital to be. So to balance carried down.
In F's column 14,400 and in G's column 3,600.
14,400 in F's column and 3,600 in G's column. And in bracket working note 4. Further?
That we will transfer to liabilities capital.
That will do afterwards. Now remaining amount in partners capital we will transfer to which account?
Cash account.
Cash account. They have to bring that. So debit side total would be more. They are bringing it means debit side would be more. So 14,400, 15, 16, 900, 700.
16,700.
Yeah,
16,700.
And for G is 3,900.
Yes.
So 16,700 debit side total is more and 3,900. Now 16,700 minus 6,020.
10,680 in F's column.
10,680 in F's column. And 3,900 minus 3,420. 480 in G's column. This is the amount they will bring in cash. So buy cash account. Okay, this is the amount they'll bring in cash. So buy cash account. In bracket balancing figure. Where will you write this in cash account?
Debit side to F's capital account 10,680.
F's capital account 10,000
680.
680 and 2
G's capital account 480.
G's capital account 480. Correct. Now this closing balance 14,400 and 3,600, all of you write down on liabilities side closing balance of both the partners. So capitals F 14,400, G 3,600, total 18,000, and cash balance will write on asset side. So 10,400, 11,560. Minus 10,560, 1,000. This was required as cash balance in the firm. We have that. The language was 1,000. We have to keep as cash balance or working capital in the firm. We have that already now. Okay. So buy balance carried down. $1,000. We will write on the asset side cash 1,000. And now the balance sheet must tally. So 18, 26, 28,000. And asset side 7, 11, 12, 18, 27, 28. It gets tallied. Okay. Raise your hand who is not clear with any point. I repeat, raise your hand who did not understand any point in this question. Dhwani? Okay. So everyone is clear with this? Okay, now again if you require, you can solve question 14. By the way, remember today you will all be doing exercise question 15 from my lecture. All the important points are covered by now. Now only loan-based questions and deceased partners questions are remaining, which we will do in the next week. So what you are supposed to do tomorrow, did you see in the timetable? You have to repeat all the important questions. All of you can see in the tomorrow's timetable. Saturday and Sunday, all of you repeat all the important questions which I have mentioned in the timetable for tomorrow. Monday, holiday, Raksha Bandhan. Okay? Though live sessions are taking place, but Monday we also need to relax. You also need to relax. So Monday we keep holiday. We will directly meet on Tuesday. Next Wednesday, you will have one more test of retirement of partner. 2 tests of retirement will be taken. Next Wednesday, one more test of retirement in which all the questions till exercise question 15 and illustration 23 will be asked. Whatever questions are covered till exercise question 15 and illustration 23, those questions will be covered in Wednesday's test. Okay. So that will be all for today, right? And anyone having any doubts can stay back, others can leave. Okay. Bye everyone.
Bye, sir.